I see right now I'm gonna have to put Dion on Elshon.
You think that's the only thing I got to my game, bro?
That's all you got. You can't run the ball.
Stand in the mirror, how can you face that?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
We caught the fuck out of that shit, man. What is shit?
The play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete.
Oh, my God.
Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Ryan. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
It's sick, bro.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Irvin coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Lion.
Now a play fake. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes
Coming,
again.
boy.
Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack of the afternoon. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense.
Hey, Kane, how you start the crossing route?
They've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense.
How you start the crossing route, bro?
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He'll buy some time right, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second. Because
what, you got to make the adjustment, or you got to go to the formation?
The negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so now it's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
I can't tell y'all niggas my secret while my defense
Nothing opened up the field, and you had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Okay, goddamn it. I thought play him. I'll play you and beat the shit out of you.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Because I swear to God, on everything I love, I know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro.
You don't know shit.
Okay. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
39. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
It ain't about. Yeah, but the coverage guys on it's just stick work, bro. And it's some simple.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed.
You know what, Cocaine? You know what, dog? Nigga, sometimes when you try to swing,
of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket.
Play me, bro. No, play 50. Play 50 because I'm about to cook, bro. And I'm going to show you what it's all about, bro. I'm going to show you the whole game because you're the one that do it. Watch, bro.
Up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, what's up, ladies?
Pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
What's up, infamous Doc?
Spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
Hey, Rocky, you came back? Did you win today? Hey, Rocky.
On play action, wins.
Who are you playing, Infamous?
That is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Damn!
And finally brought down at the 34-yard line.
What?
That would go for 16.
Yeah.
Well, after an interception last
season,
give the ball right back. They avoided that.
You definitely did not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really good player on defense. He ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Oh, shit. He was burnt.
As a motherfucker. J Money, J Money, bro.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, J Mama. I can't hear her.
To throw,
She
it's
got moved.
Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Who
And
wants
that is the
that
third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here.
They want to play
He's
man for
sacked 12
$6.
times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms
double
of
or nothing. I get 20.
When he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on the punted away. Good open field tackling there. 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So out come the Falcons now.
Hey, is that nigga name or he changed it? Cause that nigga sound like somebody else.
Who he sound like? Your boyfriend you were dating out here?
No, I want to talk about your sister like that.
Now first and 10.
You was mad because she's stronger than you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking, and got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 37. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too wrong on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again.
You did again today?
He's going to air one out. And he's got his star receiver.
Put
that nigga on a fucking poster.
Julio Jones.
Put that bitch ass nigga on a fucking poster.
And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Put that bitch ass nigga on a fucking poster, man.
Bryant tacks on the extra point.
Well, your shit ends now,
7-3 lead.
Your shit ends now,
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a handoff to a giant to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He talking shit now, bro. I don't know what he got going on.
On second down, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So the long attempt falls decently to the ground. And
Nothing.
up third.
There you go. There you go. I told you, motherfucker. I know what I'm fucking doing out here.
Now we'll see if they try that again.
This is shut down. Shut down.
Like that, when you take
Shut down. What?
If you're unsuccessful,
shut down.
Then you go way more conservative to finish the half. You know, I think that's the way they'll go.
The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
You're the right whole ass nigga.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion.
Hey, buddy, go for it, guy.
In the middle of the field
where
you can go make a play on the football.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Pressure and the Falcons get there.
Yeah, that fucking defense though, motherfucker. I figured it out. I ain't worried about that.
At least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys. Already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns.
It
confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow
I got a best
to get
animation
up to the second
in the
level.
game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
He know about me, bro.
Sometimes people just say shit.
This bitch ass nigga know about me, bro.
Niggas say shit just to get a reaction out of you, bro. So you don't give them the time. You don't.
Real life.
Real talk.
Here's Ryan. And he's going
I got the best
sacked back around the
Shan block up here, bro.
Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard
loss. Hey, yo, answer this, okay? Why I always lead the league in sacks? Why I always lead the league in down there picks, run defense, and everything else?
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on
don't ask
4th
50
down.
shit. He ain't gonna keep it a bad way. Bro, fuck all them. You talking about BKL? He ain't gonna tell you shit, bro.
It's caught. Jones.
First down.
To get him down, but
First down, motherfucker. First down.
Collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Get up!
Don't tell him, man. He think he the best. That is fucking rabbit ass man.
They'll run here with Freeman.
Fuck through them pussy. Fuck through them pussy ass niggas in green. Beat this nigga ass, bro. I'm out here beating this nigga ass.
And the Falcons will extend
Humble your ass.
And there you go. Nothing really too complex.
You got 3 points. I'm gonna start like niggas from fucking Louisiana. You got 3 points.
Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result,
you got 3 points. So you got 3 points.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away.
I'm sure that boys out there. What y'all catching out there? What y'all catching out there, bro?
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And last
I
time
said,
went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up the ball. So now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as
you
this
got
will
all
be
fucking
incomplete.
day 0 for 6
Play
ass
is supposed
nigga.
to be used to slow down pressure, slow down
0
blitzes.
for
In this
6
case,
ass
though,
nigga.
if it takes a little too long to develop,
Oh, fucking day out there, nigga.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward.
Pussy
Could have been a
ass
fumble.
nigga.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. It's incomplete.
Boy, I start throwing them niggas back that nigga get rid of the ball fast.
That time.
Get rid of the ball pretty fast out there, bro. Throw a couple of niggas out there.
Run.
Points.
82. Black.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught
fuck. I should have clicked on the safety.
They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 27 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away.
We ain't making these fucking playoffs, man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate.
Here,
you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down and continue to breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
You know the fucking world I am, nigga.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. But when this one's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air.
20 yards down the fucking field.
And good concentration by him to react to it and put the interception.
I'll let you play cocaine. Let me
Wentz
cook
and the
something
Eagles
right
now
quick,
with a first and 10, just shy of the 30.
Who you talking to, bro?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I got to be like
Bruce
that,
Irvin able to
seen
disrupt
her
yet
in
another
years.
pass play.
Give me a
His
ring in
third
damn
sack of the afternoon. To throw is Wentz. Dancing to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 36 yards.
Hey,
nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
You've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck,
similar
athletic ability.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He bounced up to the wrong shit. Okay.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. So
oh my God, Julio!
Down, but couldn't connect.
Man, Ryan threw that shit terribly under possession.
And you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
21. Left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes
down. The ball away. Throw the goddamn ball away,
his own 3-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Sproles, the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable. Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They run Smallwood, and he stopped immediately there. Brooks Reed with a tackle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Wentz on third down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play. He's got it with the 15.
Ah, fuck.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 47 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end. Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. There's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much. And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff. Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah. Throw the fucking ball.
Down he goes. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Lay your head on my pillow. Lay it down.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Play action. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way just shy of the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action here on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now. And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
That's all we do.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. He couldn't quite.
Oh, my God.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's go home, boy.
That would have been a great catch, but it's
really difficult
to hold on to.
You say you stop that shit. Let's go home, boy.
Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. Off off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Come on, niggas.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Philly.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Hey, Mike. Mike. He's a young boy.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect.
Bring them up.
You like what your game plan's showing you.
I'm tripping like a motherfucker. Put them guys out, man.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't nothing but my young boy.
Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Wentz to throw on second down.
Oh, my God. You're supposed to be in that.
Across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. They run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, a run with Smallwood. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He's like young boy.
Here's Wentz to throw. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Good shit.
And he's going to fight his way forward.
Tear that nigga ass up,
gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bring that bitch.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz.
That shit.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. From the gun on third down, Wentz steps away to his the receiver, and he's brought down. Ted McKinley in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
Yeah.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work.
I let you
the
come
body
back,
language,
man.
though,
I don't
right?
that
Watch that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in.
Well, you better
just enough to get it
out.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Where's my spin cycle?
Okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman.
Oh, man, where the fuck is you going, bro?
At the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out.
God damn, you got that fucking ball.
Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his crew will take
this
over
nigga dropped the
fuck
out the ball.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
I'm going to give him a speech, nigga. Pull a video clip in the chat. Sick of niggas, man.
Oh, fucking what, nigga?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
All right.
They start the drive with Smallwood. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Don't tell him nothing. He think he so fucking good. That nigga trash. Don't even feed in that bullshit. This nigga trash as fuck.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
You know what? No, I ain't gonna
There's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps, you don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught inside the 5. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is...
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They get it to him running left.
What you jump inside for? Fucking quarterback jump the fuck inside. Nigga, you the edge.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Ain't nobody fucking with me, bro. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you too, Cocaine. I'm sick of you talking that bullshit, bro. You need to respect my game, bro. You done see the improve. Niggas don't like to get nobody no respect.
Ryan, the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
See what I'm doing to niggas, bro. Okay, bro.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now it's Ryan. And that's going to be
my God.
out of bounds and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Game, bro. I'm going to beat your ass 21-0. I'm going to be about my goddamn way, bro. You talking. You know goddamn way you can't fuck with me.
Throwing again. Ryan. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball.
Damn, you're dropping the ball ass nigga, man.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come.
Look.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Oh, my God. Where's my... Come on, bro.
Before it's all said and done. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get
that's touchdown.
Eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance
God, bro.
so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3.
That touchdown, bro.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5.
Come on,
and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Yeah, he thought he
Here's the
could stop that.
Philadelphia
He can't
offensive
stop
unit now as they head out to take
Yeah,
over
fucking
possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
I don't get no agreement on that shit.
Hell no.
Huh?
Watch.
A lot of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10.
Okay. Watch.
Lion.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Can't stop
He is
it,
met
man.
at the line of scrimmage.
I thought you were going to have a little bit of balls about yourself. I thought you were going to have a little pride about yourself. You're playing like a bitch again.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
So I'm playing to win.
Call it what you want to fucking call it.
You can't fuck with me. That's what I'm calling it.
Run.
Call that shit,
You don't want to
man.
give me my props. It's cool. I fight these battles by myself.
Fight.
On second down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's taken down. Chris Long coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
21.
Now Ryan back into his end zone. Escaping the
God damn it! I threw the fucking ball, man! I threw the ball to fucking square, bro. This nigga wide the fuck open.
With those 2 points making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance.
Wide open.
Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field. But guess what? This one's now just about over.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes.
Timeout. Timeout, nigga. Bitch ass nigga.
Maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Up, nigga. I just told you I'm going to whoop your narrow ass, nigga.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Word up. Come on now.
Then with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Caught.
Oh my fucking God!
That one a backbreaker.
You see that shit, man? That nigga fucking slapped the goddamn air. Oh my God,
going
nigga.
for it on fourth down in the fourth quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, right.
Wentz to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Oh shit now.
Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Should have goddamn coulda woulda, bitch.
Two-score game here in
You
the
motherfucking coulda
It
woulda.
kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It
This
does, and you
this
wonder
one come with
about their
greatness?
strategy
I
because
don't
with
give
a
a fuck.
two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't know who I would have right then, bro. I was confused.
Yeah, bitch, confuse that motherfucker.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ryan.
Now, why I can't start across
Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half
didn't
connecting with
catch
his
the goddamn
receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just
Watch
won't do.
cocaine,
So I would
bro.
think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win
Then
those
he try to be a
one-on-one battles on the
variety
perimeter
pack nigga.
and find their
Try
way
to
open.
catch me in the middle and all. I know how to defend
After the
everything.
incomplete
bro.
pass here now is 2nd and 10.
21. Hey, got it.
Now Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes
gonna
it
be
inside the
good.
40. Ryan to Sanu. Good for an Atlanta first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective
I
is that
got a good
oftentimes
playbook.
after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And a nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So from the 36
Well,
now,
on the
1st
best
and
defense
10.
in the league, or the best defense out here. I feel.
12.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have it your way, bro. This your way.
Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Avonte Maddox, and a big turnover there as his guys
throw
will
the
get the
goddamn
football
ball,
back.
nigga.
Obviously disappointing,
Damn.
but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't
This
want to
nigga
make.
over
And I
and
think
two
this
fucking
interception
bitch.
is going to pretty
I'm
much
the
write an end
goddamn
to
throw
this
the
one.
fucking football.
Please. Don't go. 180.
Wentz to throw. Complete left side to tight end Rodgers. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Got on cheap clock, though.
I ain't even know that shit.
You won by 9 points, so. Points. You can't make goddamn mistakes on this shit.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
I'm gonna trade my goddamn controller, man. This bitch shit fucked up.
This shit broke.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long, Philadelphia.
Okay, I don't know what the hell wrong with this game. There we go.
Damn, you from the offset, nigga. That shit easy.
Shit, them niggas ain't teach me shit. Like, it's hard to do some shit we ain't been taught, right? Like niggas chasing at the pussy and shit on the range.
Alright, so y'all start in the hole, right?
And then you gotta pull up, and then back to the next to it, right? Or y'all start in front of it, right? Forward to the offset. All you gotta do is turn your. Oh yeah, they got y'all on that shit. That's what fucked you up, yo. Like I don't want to. Just go with what they teaching you, yo. It's an easier way, but you gotta learn how to maneuver a truck. Maneuver a truck just like it's like a snake. You know how a snake, the head, the tail follow the head. That's how a truck operates. But see, they gave you points of interest to look
EA
for,
Sports
and then like you gotta get that shit.
Brings us to the state of Florida
and
TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
But
this crowd excited
back
to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Though. Offset back in. Once you pull in there, you know, once you back up, shit, you just gonna pull forward
the kicker, Jake Elliott,
until
ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
Probably a little middle of your trailer, and then start turning right. And watch that cone on your right. Are you offsetting back into the right or the left, man? Okay, yeah, so you're gonna watch that cone. You back in between cones, right? Yeah, you're just gonna watch that cone on your right hand side. And once your trailer get tilted, and don't over tilt it, because you got the other cone on the other side. You're gonna straighten your truck up. You're gonna slowly get to where you just barely not touching that cone, that first cone. And it's about middle of your trailer. Then you start straightening it up. And then you start coming around. You're gonna see you're gonna look in your left mirror and see your tail swing around. Just make sure you out of that. When your tail starts swinging around, make sure it's past the cone on your left hand side. Because if it's past the cone on your left hand side, it's not gonna hit the cone on your right hand side.
Hey, 54 Ricky. 11.
I know it shit sound. You gotta just do it, yo.
Bortles now on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard
like,
line.
if some people have problems with backing, like the school I went to, they'll let you go there and practice.
Defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Yeah, just go there and practice. I think we would like practice on like a weekend. They got times you can practice on your back.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second
At the end
and
of the
3.
day, the only way you're going to get that shit is fucking practicing. The offset was the easiest with back in the middle of the knee. The fucking one I had problems with that 90.
That is incomplete.
When I was in school.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and
But
get
like I
forced out to
said,
his
they
right.
teach
Had to
you,
come off of a guy downfield, trying
you
to hit
know,
his back.
away, but you ain't gonna
Unable
never
to connect.
use.
Should
You're
have
not
been an
gonna use
easier
it when
throw
they teach you
moving to
after a
his
while.
right,
You
though.
can start
much
out
easier,
using
obviously,
that
for a
shit,
right-handed quarterback if he was
but
going
after
to
a
his
while,
left.
you gonna see how that shit
A little bit
maneuver.
tougher.
Like I forgot how they taught me.
So the incomplete pass
I
on the
forgot all
last
about
play, and
that
that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You gotta find your own way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He had a great read there from his free safety position.
Yeah, because you want your trailer wheels to stand. Are y'all on concrete
I
or
had to
dirt?
fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see
Yeah,
exactly
because you want your trailer, your rear trailer wheels to stand. They're gonna stand backwards.
to feel like he's being pushed for a pass, and without that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on
All
4th
this is
down, and they're
putting
going
your
to go for
tail
it.
in, yeah. It's hard to
They
understand.
do go for it. It's Bortles.
It's just once you learn that you just gotta put your tail
And
in,
taking it across midfield and just shy of the
and it's a
40.
certain angle, you just gotta give yourself enough room.
But it pays off
You know,
for the first down.
to swing your. You gotta understand how long your tail of your trailer is. Give yourself enough room in front of the cone so you can swing it in there. And leave yourself enough room for you to swing the truck around. But once you get that fucking trailer in there, like you're gonna get the like
It certainly is,
on
because you
your
got to get his attention.
90,
now you're in
you're gonna get
scramble
that
drill.
left tip of your
routes,
trailer
finding open
in the
space,
hole.
and he found the right
Once you get that
spot for
left
the
tip of your
completion.
trailer in the hole where it's like, and you can't see that back cone, like that back cone will probably be like quarter of your trailer.
So the face mask quite
you
a
got a
blessing
little
there
bit
as
of
they'll
room.
start out of harm's way
And
with
you
a
start
1st and 10.
bringing that bitch around. Your tires, they're gonna start spinning. And you keep bringing it around till that bitch straighten right up. And you gonna be back right in the hole. But
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
372.
his dad came in what?
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles sliding out of the pocket. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble
Where's
as he
that
got
here?
hit as he threw it. That's already the 3rd
Hey,
time
I'm
they've
gonna
looked
hit
his
y'all
way on
back,
this
yo.
opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Lucy.
On play action, now Bortles. And that's incomplete.
What do you say, Chris? Now, hey, Chris, I done found the pinnacle of my mat, and yo, Emma Chris.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
11. Move.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. 9 targets left. The open man is short. It's complete.
You're a pussy right now, bro.
All they can do is shake their heads.
Yeah, what the
Not
fuck
only do
are
they
you
allow the
gimmick
conversion,
game,
but a
bitch?
big play as
Come
well.
on, shit. Nigga, what
The
the
Jags
fuck? That's
with
2
their first
fourth down.
opportunity
You ain't
in
no
the red
goddamn
zone.
dog.
They've got it first
You
and
no
goal at
fucking
the
dog,
6.
nigga. You a poodle very damn
They'll
dog.
run it now out of the gun.
Any dog, you a
And he's
poodle,
going to get
bro.
him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That gimmick-ass play, bro.
Brandon, all things considered,
Bruh.
they have to feel
I
pretty good
don't
about
give
getting
a
that
fuck,
type of
bro.
a
That shit ain't
game,
gonna work,
considering
bro.
the blitz that they just had against them.
Yeah, I
From the
feel
2
you,
now,
bro.
2nd and goal.
A gimmick guy, bro. What the fuck is that? I feel you, bro.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Oh, you hard? You hard? That nigga hard. You heard me, Chris?
Well, going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal. Now Bortles. Just keeping the play alive.
What? Stop.
And a big loss here as he's taken
Fuck
down.
on my goddamn football field, nigga.
In there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Cause I got a lot of hate now, bro. Since I done found my shit out, bro. I mean, niggas is hating for real, my nigga.
Right away.
You feel me? I mean, man, I'm about to be. I mean, man, listen, dog.
Big play
I
there
done
for
figured out
Philly.
some shit, bro.
52 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was
That's
coming
our
down with
first
that
play,
one, did you?
nigga.
Come on,
What
tell
the
me the
fuck you
truth.
mean,
No, I did.
I'ma
I'll
beat
tell
the
you
fuck
what,
out of
though.
cocaine.
A
Stay
one-handed
tuned,
grab of
nigga.
that length.
Good shit talking ass
Giving your team
cocaine,
a
nigga.
little juice.
Weak ass
Oh,
nigga.
big
Get the
time.
fuck
I
on my
mean,
goddamn
Touchdown,
football field, nigga.
Philadelphia.
Fuck wrong with these niggas, Chris?
Jay, 31 yards.
You see me out there, Chris?
And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Bro, listen, I swear to God, bro.
Really just
I put this on my kids,
to get
yo.
that one in.
On everything I love, bro.
Blocked,
I done figured out
end result.
everything in Madden that I need to know. I don't give a fuck
Elliott
about what
good
else
on the
everybody
extra
else
point,
knows.
and that
That
makes
shit
the
don't mean
score
shit.
7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away.
Oh, you ain't know that was broke.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to a position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
On 1st down, Bortles. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 36
How the fuck I'm gonna
yards.
congratulate you off my L? How the fuck I'm gonna do this? How the fuck I'm gonna do this?
Throwing on 1st
How
down
the
is
fuck I'm gonna
Bortles.
congratulate you after
His throw
after
incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Motherfucker get fucking
It'll be
smoked
loss
out
of a
this
yard,
motherfucker,
and that's
boy,
gonna
fucking
lead to a
around with
3rd
me,
and
boy,
11.
my son, bro.
What happened?
He ain't want no fucking smoke, though. I ain't gonna jump on a nigga that really don't want to do shit.
Lucy.
But my son told me that
Lucy.
he was fighting this little kid out here, and
Now Bortles.
his dad, he like punched him in He punched him.
Flush to his
The little
right.
kid like tried to choke him, so he swung and punched him in the face. And he was on top of him. He started hitting him, and he got up. And his dad came out and said, "Yo, hit." Like pretty much let his son hit my son. I was like, what? Oh no! You know that motherfucker. I'm glad I ain't Brad that iron him.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll
Yeah,
be
that's what my son said.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the
Mine went out there, dude, like, no, I ain't say that. And the little kids around said that. Nah, they ain't said that either. They said he ain't said it either. He was like, he just let him fight. So I was like, all right,
back
now.
at the 5-yard line now,
Like,
2nd and goal.
Don't be fucking around. Like, you shouldn't even be out here no way. Let them motherfuckers fight. Like, shit, whoever fucking win, they fucking win. Nigga, they gonna be friends tomorrow any fucking week. That's how that shit works. What the fuck you doing out here any goddamn way? I was like trying to bait the nigga. He don't want to do shit, though. I ain't gonna fight him.
Do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. From the gun, it's Bortles. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Need some goddamn Excedrin, bro. Huh?
Trey 15, Trey 15.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. A dump off to Smallwood. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whatever, nigga. Talk all that shit.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Ajayi. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How the fuck am I?
5 yards on
How
the
the fuck
play.
am I?
And that'll make it 3rd down.
God damn.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Hey,
Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the
I
pass.
cannot play with no goddamn James.
Let's take it at around the 40. Look at the spin. Balance. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got his shit off.
11. Hank.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
That crossing route, man. Yeah, you can't fucking stop talking about man, 50, I can teach you. You can't teach me shit, nigga.
Yeah, you can't fucking beat me. You can't win, nigga. Let the hate pile up. Let the hatred pile up. I don't know what you ain't fucking me.
His pass caught at the 4.
I'm fine.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Fuck out of here.
Dante
I'm
Moncrief.
still in possession of your ball, bro.
And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Set him up.
Back
Set
where we
him up.
started, all even
Shit
as the
him up,
kicks
man.
away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Damn,
The Eagles
Mike,
coming
you
out as
young
they get
boy.
ready. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Being chased out left.
Dang!
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
You can't throw in the run, dumbass bitch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Right.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They pitch out to Smallwood. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Hit him between
it's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I could have scored. I just ran that shit with anger. You can't let anger control you, bro. You gotta have some kind of control, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Burn up. So you think it's bullshit, huh? This shit talking ass nigga.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
To throw is Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Come on. You're right.
He's struggling in the red zone, bro.
Yeah, you gotta find some kind of default in my game. You can't fuck
Just
with
like
me.
Savage Mode, that nigga's struggling in the red zone too.
And Elliott puts this one through.
Don't never let a man
take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake.
You ain't got no haters. He ain't popping
not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time, do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
All 4 niggas watching. Y'all see the haters I got now, bro.
Wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Boy, sacked. Brandon Graham in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Bortles to throw on second down. Flushed out right. Going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye to find quarterback there to make the play defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
I gotta take that one play out of you.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
You ain't got no haters. You ain't popping, huh?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. That will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
My son, he wanna come in the fucking house and shit. Hey, hell nah, nigga.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, he coming into the 9, man.
A final shot before half Wentz. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Why you got 7 points on the board, bro? And you still talking?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Oh, what time? At what fucking time? Yeah.
On second down now.
Yeah.
Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Does Ram?
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
I know who to test and who don't test.
81.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jensen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door
Hey, no wonder he
and
said
running into
that.
your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen to you?
They will put his mic on and
Teams actually doing that
shit.
back in the good old days.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, you playing that advanced kiss them things?
Watch 39, Lucy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside
Hey, yo,
run.
Chris, you be doing that shit too, nigga.
Down, a very
When
solid
nigga
gain
whooping
on
that
that
ass, nigga. Nigga be whooping that ass, you want to quit, but you don't want to count that shit. Nigga tear that ass up.
Spread right, 72. Lucy. So right.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync,
Hey,
whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw
bro.
there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
You in Texas, too?
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives.
Dallas was nice as hell, yeah.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now,
they got some
seem to be a
cheap
step
ass
ahead, don't
houses.
they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
250, nigga, you get a big-ass house for that, nigga.
Taken down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Shit, I done seen some nice big-ass houses with about
run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first
outside
down.
of Dallas.
They go play action here on 1st down.
I'm not from Dallas. I don't know what the fuck you're
Shot
hitting
in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
I thought you
No doubt
asked
about it.
me.
And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now a toss play. It's a Ajayi. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Nigga, I just want to listen to dirty stuff.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Buying time to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Motherfucker.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Okay, so
right side, caught by Moncrief. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bortles now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And caught right side, Green. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Chill out, bro.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Man, fuck that.
Now Bortles got to have this one.
Man, I told you, nigga, you
The man is sharp. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
11B. Lucy.
Nigga, you don't stop.
On 1st down, left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
I ain't got
You're
nothing
almost
for
on the
it's too
spot.
much for
That means you have to
it.
run extra plays, harder to move it.
10.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before
Yeah,
he's
but
dropped.
I got
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Being stupid and having your goddamn son a goddamn 50 cal. I ain't never shot a fucking gun.
On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run,
That's being
able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
I ain't got nothing but big
10,
ass
here's
guns.
Bortles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I want listen, yo.
On first.
Sometimes, yo, you hand a kid. Listen, yo.
6 yards was the pickup on the
you can
last
break a
completion,
kid like
so
that,
here's
yo.
2nd and 4.
Like get a motherfucker a big ass. Listen though, you get a motherfucker kid a big ass gun and he shoot it one time loud as fuck. He can feel the bitch kicking all that shit, man. You can't just hand them kids a damn gun first time shooting. I give him like a 22 or some shit like that. But, yeah, but listen though, I'm not gonna teach my son no big ass gun. He give us something small and we work up from there, but I ain't got no small shit. All my shit big as hell. I understand your idea. I agree with your idea, but at the same time, I just don't have nothing for the kid to be shooting around.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in
308 ain't too bad.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Shit, that's a lot, man. That's Mike, bro. I gave nigga my little piece of shit 9 back in the day. He don't shot his fucking self.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Mike.
They'll bring it back to just
remember I gave you that damn little piece of shit 9 back in the day, nigga.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of that motherfucker.
This close, you gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's one to warm the hearts of all the school football players.
And then they get on the game, nigga beat the shit out of him.
Got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 38. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind in the scoreboard.
And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing his wins. Being chased.
Oh, that bullshit! I'm trying to throw the shit away.
By Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover as his guys will get the football back.
That is crazy.
Oh, my God. No, bro. All right, bro. So you talking that big boy shit. Still gonna lose, bitch.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Barrett, let's go, yo.
Eagle
All right, then. Send it. Hey, bro, I got this dude who talked this shit, bro. He barely beat me. No, listen. I was telling him about y'all's league and the other guys I play with, how much better y'all are than these motherfuckers, bro. And I just want to set up a game. I'm serious, bro. They think I'm stunting. I'm like, y'all barely beat me. These motherfuckers smoking me, bro. And I just want to prove to them. They think they're like the best thing fucking on Madden, bro. They ain't got shit. They don't even lurk every time. They don't use her every time.
Going for the deep ball.
I'm gonna see that. Come on. You want me to send it, bro? I will.
Yeah, send it.
Which one? Is it Chris?
Nah.
Okay. Oh, in fact, Infamous?
They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I know, don't you love it? You don't see, what, maybe one or two times all season a quarterback do that in real life? But on Madden, he'll throw it fucking 15 yards out of bounds. Oh. Seems like my dude does it all the time.
Forced out to his left. Uses the stiff arm. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Y'all be killing me with that shit, bro. Like knocking the game, nigga, that you love to play, yo. That shit, like...
It's trash,
though,
man.
Hey, just because you love something, there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, but at the same time, like they got some nice ass graphics. Like I be congratulating sometimes. Like
yeah, and if you're playing on the 4K TV, it's really enhanced.
Shit, my damn 4K only 4K at when the TV, man, when they show the home screen, it ain't 4K in game.
This is 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I got
the
PlayStation Pro. Yeah, the PlayStation Pro is 4K.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. I got like the
points now to throw.
Yep.
Yeah, I had mine.
And he's going to get
finally crapped out on it.
He's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're like a bumblebee, ain't it?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in the second half.
You watching something productive, not no damn bullshit.
Hey, I like that, Kiss Durant. He ain't all the way a hater, bro.
You making what?
This is a giant.
How about make some beats?
We bet you and didn't pay your ass? This is fucking taxes, bro. That's $1 a day, bro. Taxes.
Clock rolling. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Make him do something embarrassing instead.
Over there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice.
Shit, I mean, I might have to motherfucker show up and take something. You know what I'm saying? Go get something.
Yeah, when you look at it from the
that's why I like about Gamer Saloon, man. Because you deposit the money before y'all play the game. When the game's over, the winner gets the money deposited straight into their account.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Okay, I'm good.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hank.
Bortles going to look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here.
Were you sleeping and you sure you just hadn't woke up yet?
Hey, kids, kick that nigga. I got 20 on. I got 20 on Kiss the Ring.
Now after that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. A spin. And he's going to get this up to the 30-yard line. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll go ahead and take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll run it now out of the gun. A spin. Well, that run good for 6
I'm
yards,
just saying, I
but
got
they're
20
still
on
looking
kicking
up at a
range.
3rd and
Fucking
15.
ass.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that
That's
I'm
good.
asking as well, because
What
we've
you
seen
gonna
a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason.
Oh my
We've seen it
God,
happen
that's
in
a hell of a
college and how
tackle.
about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Motherfucker got dial up and shit. Probably takes 25 years to get the money.
A loss of a yard and it brings up 4th.
Bears for life. Put some respect on my name.
Send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
You keep saying that every time you hear me for whatever reason.
Will come in. I think this one's
But no, I don't work at no fucking power company.
So a 5-yard
I wish I did. Be a better job than I got
You just
now.
wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides.
Nah, I work at Serve Pro. Give me that shit, bro.
Oh, good
Give me that.
shit.
Huh.
Taking it
Really
about the
fuck trash,
16.
bro. Hell, that'd be an upgrade of what I am. I'm living at my brother's house right now. I'm trying to get into a trailer.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. One possession game.
Put him on, bro.
Time very much a
Mike, put that
factor.
nigga on.
How does the offense
Yeah, I've
handle
been on this
situation?
since, just what it is, bro. You know?
Put that nigga
Everybody have
on.
a down
And I
for
know
this
that's
motherfucker.
counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation.
You don't know what I went through, though, bro.
Nigga, you believe in Jesus. I don't expect no nigga to believe in that shit.
Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Damn it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Sorry ass nigga, stop playing with me, nigga. You know you can't fuck with me, nigga.
Shit. Being cursed. You alright, Fresh from the Rock?
Niggas gotta stop fucking playing with me, bro. Like they can fucking, like they fucking.